everyone, it's your Grimmy boy, Mr. Grimjack. If you watch any of the stuff on my channel, you might know I'm a bit of a fan of Goblin Slayer. Ever since I first read the manga, I fell in love with this musty armor-wearing man. And I'm not the only one, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the man himself. Goblin Slayer's anime first began in October 2018, and boy howdy did it start with a bang. The gritty, bloody spectacle featured a cast of lovable characters, mowing down goblins and broing down in guild halls. Sometimes in 3D! But alas, all good things, and also goblins, must come to an end. And in December of the same year, we were left to wonder if there would be any more anime goblin slaying goodness. Sure, there was the Goblin Slayer will return message, but where? How? When? Tell me, White Fox! You tell me, you sons of— And in February of 2020, we got our answer. Goblin's Crown. If you were one of the lucky people in Germany, Mexico, or Japan, you'd get to see it in theaters. The rest of us had to use Crunchyroll, like filthy paying customers. But since then, there's been nothing. Goblin Slayer ticks all the boxes. Gratuitous violence, check. Controversial moments, check. Engaging characters, check. It had us hooked. We wanted more. When will we get more of the greatest harem anime of all time? Oh, did I not say? Yeah. It's a harem show. It's a harem show, guys. You don't believe me? Well, listen here, you paying customers. I'll tell you. I'll show you. Goblin Slayer starts to look more like Protagonist-kun in Volume 3 of the light novel or Chapter 32 of the manga. We see our boy, the Slayer of Goblins, get asked out by not one, but two girls. Move over, Rent-A-Girlfriend. Hello, Rent-A-Goblin Slayer. Friend, only $42.99. Order now and we'll throw in the tiger poster at no additional charge. First on the list is the girl who gives Goblin Slayer his goblin killing fix. The lovable and oh so inquisitive Guild Girl. Woo! This girl right here, she needs a date. Her whole job is to approve and deny, and she is trying to get approved from Goblin Slayer Senpai himself. She's in the eyes of many adventurers in the guild. No, not you. But she's not looking for just any adventurer to fill that hole in her heart. Oh no, it has to be an adventurer with a heart of gold, but is also stoic and mysterious. Her whole shtick is she loves stoic guys. You know, tall, dark, and quiet. What did I say? Get out of here! And we get Goblin Slayer. During the skip arc we don't see in the anime, Guild Girl finally builds up the courage to ask her man out on a date on the day of the Harvest Festival. And through a bit of negotiation, the date was set.
Alright, I'm here. So where's the goblins?
No, remember our terms. This is a date. No goblins.
But my name is Goblin Slayer. I slay dates?
Now you're catching on. Good boy.
Kawaii blush.
So their date went as good as you would think. It was pretty average. Guild Girl tries to flirt, but
it didn't work out.
So as a last-ditch effort to get closer to Goblin Slayer, she takes him to a super secret place to win Goblin Slayer's heart.
Oh, I know a real good romantic place.
A goblin-infested cave?
No, silly. Work.
What?
Goblin Slayer obliges and follows her. They arrive at the guild's rooftop to watch Priestess perform. Guild Girl attempts to put on the moves on Goblin Slayer, and then they hear a loud oof. They head downstairs and find a mysterious foe, Guild Girl's love rival. I'm just kidding. It's just an angry small adventurer who got demoted by Guild Girl.
Guild Girl, you might not remember me, but ever since you demoted me, I've had feelings for you. Not necessarily love feelings, maybe closer to murder feelings, but still, I think—
Oh, is he not a goblin? Shit. I ruined this guy's whole day. Sorry, little dude.
Psych! It was that angry Rhea scout pretending to be a dark Rhea. Turns out Goblin Slayer's a bit of a yandere. Who knew? Killing love rivals is a total power move. Guild Girl is scared at first, but secretly lusts for him more.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, their date had everything you wanted. Action, suspense, wanting a second date, a little bit of murder, check, 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 and check. Goblin Slayer is 1 for 1. And then there is Cowgirl.
Oh, hey, Goblin Slayer!
Ah! My eyes! Too much cleavage!
Cowgirl is the cliche childhood friend who has an unrequited love for Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer might only have killing goblins on his mind, but Cowgirl's mind only has one thing: hit it. Sorry for that cringe. Cowgirl just wanted to say hi, you see. Cowgirl thought Goblin Slayer died during a goblin attack on their old hometown village. That boy lived, and he became the legend we know today as Goblin Slayer! Cowgirl and Goblin Slayer's relationship almost feels that of the soldier's wife scenario, when Goblin Slayer at the start would always leave alone on goblin slaying quests and not return back home for what felt like days on end. Cowgirl tried to be strong, always waited for him to return, always wanted to be the first person to greet him when he came back. Aww. During the Harvest Festival, Cowgirl hears about Goblin Slayer's date with Guild Girl. You know, the one with a career, money, and assets to boot. So Cowgirl decided to get on that action and ask him out on a date during the festival too.
Let me check my schedule. That one's a really important day, right? Yeah, so is that one, and Oh, there we go. I can fit you in for the morning.
And I'll do the same. Wink.
What's crazy to me personally is how Guild Girl is totally fine with this, holding in Japanese classic literature. Am I right?
Okay, so you have Goblin Slayer Monday through Thursday, and I have him for the weekend.
Sold!
So morning arrives, and Cowgirl comes prepared. She is looking super cute in her Victorian secret outfit. Goblin Slayer's not slacking either. He came with the drip too. He was wearing his old-ass vintage scraped-up armor. I respect the filthy and unclean look. Gotta play it cool. Can't try too hard. Their date was not too eventful. Goblin Slayer wins her a ring. Cowgirl debates on which hand she wants to put it on. She thinks about putting on the left, but chooses the right. She wanted to put it on her left hand to show that she's engaged to her goblin husbando, but she had to play it safe because her favorite flavor is vanilla.
Enter Priestess Vanaya.
Okay, that's not her name, it's just Priestess. Goblin Slayer and her are just friends. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. She obviously cares about him a lot, but her love for him is truly platonic. They meet in the beginning of the series. She's very inexperienced with a lot of life's challenges. It's possible she sees Goblin Slayer as a mentor. But we're closing this door because nothing is going on here. Also, she's 15, so chill!
15? What the fuck?
And then we have Sword Maiden, the mysterious yet beautiful and strong. We haven't seen much of her strength. She claims she killed the old demon lord with her party. I don't know, man. She could have just been lying. They might have just carried her, to be honest. The dwarf shaman has shown more strength than her. Her current hobbies are serving the supreme god and being painfully thick. She has a cute side to her too. In chapter 32 of the manga, Sword Maiden is upset she couldn't attend the festival, so she writes Goblin Slayer a letter.
Dear Goblin Slayer, I hope this letter finds you well, and not in a stinky, rancid goblin cave. Nonetheless, I can't stop thinking about you. Which is weird, because you're the most repugnant man I've ever met. I will pray to the Supreme God for your good fortune. Sincerely, Sword Maiden. P.S.
So I just heard you're going on 2 dates at the Harvest Festival, and neither of them are with me? What the fuck?
And lastly, we have the best waifu. Pulling up bias! High Elf Archer. Okay, Archer is a quasi-tsundere for Goblin Slayer. With their first encounter, she seems originally put off by Goblin Slayer. She doesn't like his megalomaniacal killing for goblins. There we go. Interestingly enough, there is a moment with High Elf Archer where she sees Cowgirl and Goblin Slayer having fun at the festival. However, the moment is different in the light novel compared to the manga. In the light novel, she seems bothered by Cowgirl and Goblin Slayer being together. Archer slams the table and says, "I can't stand it!" In the manga, it's more comedic and heated because Dwarf thinks she might be mad jelly. Who the fuck wrote this on the script? And asked, "Are you?" Archer cuts him by slamming the table and says, "I can't stand it!" and points at the duo. But as usual, it was all just a misdirection because she,
The best archer in these lands?
was pissed about losing a throwing game that Goblin Slayer easily beat. Archer is usually bashful whenever there's some type of misunderstanding. In chapter 20 of the manga, Archer sees Goblin Slayer at the Watertown Guild Hall. She gets excited and sits right next to him, puts herself right up in his arms, and they decide to, oh my god, hold hands! Sound the alarm! She just hit second base! Just kidding. That only shows in the manga. But even if one medium of the series gives us one different perspective compared to another, we can all just hope and dream. Am I right? But at the end of the day, Goblin Slayer is a very dark story that has multiple engaging elements. Besides the action, there's more cute ladies than Goblin Slayer can shake a stick at. And he's real good at stick shaking, like the witch, and the fencer, and Guts? Who the fuck wrote that? However, I'm not going to include those, since they don't have any meaningful interaction on screen. For now! Wink wink. Just know, if you see Goblin Slayer in the harem section, you'll know why. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Please clap.